My name is Miguel João from Angola, live in South Africa, specifically in Heron Cove, Table View. And we does our house church in my complex where I live, in my house specifically.
My name is Natasha and I go to church here with Brother Phillips every Sunday.
Alright, my name's Rod, part of Rod and Landy, and we have been blessed with 6 kids. We're in full-time ministry here in Cape Town, South Africa, sponsored out of Springfield, Missouri mainly, and we've got support out of Memphis. We're planning house churches and helping people become fully equipped members of the church.
Okay, well, I'm Landy Cullingworth and we're in Cape Town right now, and I'm married to Rod and he's in full-time ministry here in Cape Town.
My name is Maria Phillips. The house church in Easterrivier with Craig. We meet at our house Sunday mornings. It's for the past 5 years, I think. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Melvin Kivido. I work with Roger and Denville and Craig in Africa International Missions. We support and resource center for church planting, Bible distribution, Bible literature. We print and distribute.
My name is Kathleen September. I'm living in East River and I'm part of Church of Christ, East River House Church.
Julianne Phillips,
Where do you go to church at?
Church of Christ.
In your own living room?
Yes.
Okay, I'm John Phillips. I'm at the church at Easterrivier, playing also as church leader.
I'm Yoda, and I belong to the Easter group.
Well, I'm Roger Dixon. This is
Denver Willie. We work together, African International Missions.
Yeah, that's more our continental outreach is African International Missions. Locally, we are working with house groups. I'm an evangelist. He's a future elder and an evangelist.
My name is Bernice.
And you go to house church where?
Yesterday.
And so he's done a lot of work that at personal sacrifice and cost, and faithfully just getting the word out there in some tough circumstances, among in contexts that are difficult to work in. But he will boldly continue the work and just reach out to people. And God's using him very effectively.
Yeah, I think the most outstanding thing for me about Craig is he's very unassuming. He just goes in and does his thing. I remember one incident where he went to a house meeting, had a guest speaker from the US, and he heard choruses being sung a couple of doors away, so he left the guest speaker to go and engage the people that were singing somewhere down the road, and made contact with that, just preaching the gospel. Very direct and uncompromising when it comes to preaching the word. So I think in his demeanor is such that you cannot get angry with him. He'll just walk in and introduce himself and find out how he can share the word of God.
No.
He's a good guy.
And how often do you think you see Craig?
Too little. Too little, but I know he's very busy.
Yeah.
I know he's a very busy man. But it's always good to see him when he comes.
Yeah.
I know that he wants to be here with us a lot, but he can't. So,
Yeah, working with the other groups.
yes, he's working with other groups. We've got a lot of groups around in Cape Town.
he will always and he will always challenge you with a word. Even if people go in a walk in the street, you will stop and he will give them that pamphlets and he will talk to them. He's that kind of person.
Yeah, and Craig has really been a part of that ministry, and he has done some sterling work, and we all enjoy what we are doing, and we do it as a team. And Craig has really, well, to me, you know, he's just been one of those evangelists that never gives up, and just continue working. And sometimes he's out there just by himself doing some very difficult work with people of different cultures. And that's what I admire him for, you know, is that he gets to them and he's able to do something with them. And we know of several groups that he has started, and they've just almost what you want to call self-sufficient. They going on and they continue with what they're supposed to be doing, and Craig is busy with some other things.
The nature, we are a church of groups. We say a church, a peninsula church that meets in different places on Sunday. Where they meet usually has a leader, and that is a leader that we work with to try to support him, to hold his hands up in any way we can. Our concept of leadership is if a guy's got a good family, he'll start a group in his house. So we'll have a household church. It'll be the guy's family and maybe 2 or 3 other families, and then we'll try to go out and keep them connected to the greater group.
Craig was usually coming to the group where we were meeting in Muizenberg, and also involving in some evangelism work. And that's when first I met him, coming to our group, helping for evangelizing and stuff like that. Then when I moved in the Tabourville area where he lives, that when we get involved, me and him, and start to work together and start to do the work. And the place where I am, eventually that we started, me and him, and now we got a group of people. Now we're meeting through his help as well.
Well, we're in ministry together. We live fairly nearby, and although we work independently as such, we do team up. He helps teach here at our house church. In the past, I've helped him with a few things, just taught some classes and gone out with him, particularly when we first got here, when he was showing me around Cape Town. And so, we're wanting to just hold each other up in prayer and be co-laborers. And we've spoken of, although not yet implemented, specifically some work here in this particular area. Craig has been working a lot in far away areas, doing a lot of travel, using a lot of money for gas. And some of his work now he's spreading around in this area. So we are wanting to see what God will do with us to plant churches here, teach the gospel, help people mature in the faith here.
The house churches are spread all across the city of Cape Town, and we've recognized good leaders from those groups that are potential elders. So I would say from discovering raw religious people to leading them to become the church of small groups has been a great stride, and God has been leading us all the way.
I start attending services with Craig, and he was helping me to overcome the problem. And I'm actually thankful for what he has done into my life and to the life of my family, and how to be a committed Christian, and how to be a leader of the family, and how to be a leader of the church.
And so we work with several groups throughout the Cape Peninsula area. Craig works primarily in the north. I'm everywhere, them in the south. The area that might help people understand, the extremity from the south to the north is about 30 miles from the southernmost house group to the northernmost house group with which we work is about a 30-mile radius. And we have house groups all in that area. Some house groups we don't even know about that are out there meeting. And we try to contact them and integrate them into us.
Now it's about 6 to 7 months now that we're doing a Sunday meeting, and as we know that we keep on looking for the best way of evangelizing and looking how we can get more people and even go do more houses besides mine. The complex is about 200 houses. Why not? We can also do others, and we're looking forward to do so.
The house church in Easterrivier with Craig. We meet at our house Sunday mornings. It's for the past 5 years, I think. Yeah. On Wednesday nights we have prayer meeting, and sometimes we have Bible study when Craig is available, but when he is busy somewhere else, then we're going to have to stay without it. But then sometimes we feel we want more, and then we ask Craig.
Oh yeah.
When he comes, he's always very willing. And because he's so busy, we don't see him so many times as we used to, because he opened up many house churches after he opened this one. So we understand that he's very busy, but I think we can cope okay without him. We don't need him all the time to hold our hands, but he comes in sometimes, and if he can't come in himself, then he will send someone like Denville or someone just to come and see what we are doing and if we're still going okay. Things like that.
So you feel like the group has grown up and you don't have to rely on Craig?
We don't have to rely on Craig all the time. We are like independent.
Yeah.
We are like a grown child, you see. So we don't need Craig all the time anymore.
Yeah.
So.
How did you meet Craig, and how did you get involved with the house church?
Sister Hilda was always talking about this meeting that they are busy with. I asked him, who is your pastor? So she said, no, we don't have a pastor. We have a leader, but he's not a pastor. But and it's not like we sit and someone is standing in front and you just have to listen. We all take part in the service. We all say something. If you feel that there's something you want to add, then we can talk. So one day, I wasn't busy with any group at that moment, and I was feeling very, very down. In fact, when Sister Hilda came here with Craig, I was in my pajamas, and it was way past lunchtime already. So she just brought Craig, and we started talking, and then Craig prayed for me, and they asked me if I'm interested. They are busy with Bible study, not far from our house. So I said, okay, I will attend. And then I went. And after that, Sister Kathleen asked me, she came to visit me that afternoon, and she said, where are you going? I see you all dressed up. So I said, no, I'm going to a prayer meeting with Sister Hilda. She said, where? I said, no, just around the corner. So she said, okay, I'm coming with you. And since that day, we've been attending all the Bible study classes. And then I think it was about 3 months later, they said, we are willing to we are free to come if you want to. They're having service at Sister Claus at the time. That was before she passed away. And so I told him, look, that my family and I, we are going to Sister Claus's house. So she said, okay, I'm also going, because she wanted to leave the church that she was at, because she didn't feel happy there. So she went with us. And my husband also went. And after that, we found that the lounge of Sister Claus became too small. So my husband offered our house to have the meetings in, and ever since we've been meeting here at our place.
I can't put a real figure as to how many groups, because we also, besides the groups that we have started, we are also discovering other groups, and that is how we connect across the board.
I've been here 5-6 years. I met Craig through a friend of me, Maria. They have Bible study at her home, and she invited me one time. It wasn't a time when I really needed it, so I go with her, and I enjoy it very much. And from that time, I'm still here, enjoying Craig's Bible study. Oh, he's a good man, really good man, and he loves the Lord a lot.
Yeah.
Craig is a guy that he really loved God, and he got a heart to save. For me, when I'm seeing him like a Paul in the Bible. The duty of Apostle Paul, he was caring first for the others. He did not care for himself.
Well, Craig is very evangelistic. I've appreciated very much his heart for people, his desire to see them saved. He's, I guess, a terrier in a sense, a gentle terrier. He just goes straight, for what needs to be done. Doesn't mess around. He's gentle and kind in his approach, and yet direct. And he knows the word very well. That's been my experience. I benefit from hearing him teach every time I get the opportunity to hear him teach, which is about once a month, once every 2 months. I appreciate the opportunity. I learn a lot from him. I have a high respect for his knowledge of the word, and apart from that, also the heart that goes with it. He's not just focused on knowledge, but also on heart to go with it, and has a real love for people and to see them saved.
I think that Craig has done a lot for us over the years. He is a very patient guy. I like him a lot. He's always been good to everyone. And all I can say is that he is really a man of God. He really works for God.
No, I've never met someone like Craig before. He's just so humble, and just so willing to help. And when he helps you, even financially, he doesn't expect you to pay him back, and it's just so wonderful. He's just so blessed, when the youth camp started, and my husband wasn't working, and then he just say, okay, don't worry, I'll make a plan. And before the camp comes up, then here's he with the money, you see. And the children also appreciate it, and then they just want to go again. And now that my husband is working, now he can also help. Then Craig doesn't have to help all the time, you see. But it doesn't matter what you go to Craig with. If it is problem with your house, if you need a letter, he will do it for you. Anything you ask, he will do it, and he'll never say no, and he will always do it with a smile. It's not like you're a burden or something. He helps so willingly and eagerly. And he's just so wonderful. I don't know, but I've never met someone like Craig before. Really. And if you don't have something to eat in the house, he will also give you. And he won't ask you to give it back. That's what Craig is.
Yeah.
I think that
what you need to know about Craig is that he's a very humble or modest person. He doesn't judge at all. From what I've seen through other people, he always, like I said, he goes out of his way, and he's always someone to try to understand someone, to be able to help the person.
Mm-hmm.
They are just, to me, the epitome of a servant couple. They serve and they serve and they serve behind the scenes for no glory. They don't, often you don't even know what all they're doing, because they don't, they just don't call any attention to themselves. But, you'll talk to people and they'll go, oh yeah, no, Candy and Craig, helped us out, or, Candy did this and Craig did that, and we're going, they did? We're like, they took care of a need that we didn't even know existed, but if they find out, they'll just take care of it. They don't, I don't know what else to say. They're just behind the scenes, quiet doers of good.
Craig is fine to me. I love Craig. He's
Yeah.
very good. He's a good man there.
Yeah.
I love these people. I love these people. We love singing to the Lord. They are my family.
Yeah.
God give them to me as my family, and it's just nice to be with them.
And he's a very soft and kind person. Craig is a good man.
Lord, make me an eagle. Give me the strength to rise above all of life's tribulations. Help me to reach for something more. And when I'm feeling weary, when I am weak and afraid I might fail, Lord, please make me an eagle, for eagles don't fly, eagles don't fly, eagles soar. Lord, give me the patience to wait on thee, my strength to renew. Worldly threats and temptations, give me the power to ignore. And Lord, make me an eagle, spreading its wings to take to the sky. So majestic and mighty, for eagles don't fly, eagles don't fly, eagles soar. Lord, give me the wisdom to let my faith in you be my guide. Gently carry me onward till I am home forevermore. And Lord, while on my journey, help me to be an example to men. As your beautiful eagle, for eagles don't fly, eagles don't fly,